Good morning and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E569, a 1958P Megrig tubed roll. How is everybody doing today? This is a request from a couple people in the crowd. So we will get things going. Dan, good morning. Hope things are going well. Let a couple more people. I had to heat this roll up to get it out of the tube. Got a 60D roll coming up right after. Then a 56D on Friday. We're going to get things rolling with Jim. Waiting on mail. All right. There are a couple minor double die obverses known and one minor double die reverse, but I think it's a proof. We're going to look anyways. Stacy Kaiser, good morning. Next roll up will be a 60D roll after this. Second coin for Kurt. Otis, welcome to the show. Good to see ya. Next coin, BC. Coins are looking pretty good. Anybody have any good finds lately? I found an 87D. I don't know where it's at now. Let's see, is it in here? I'm not sure where I put it. Oh well. I think it was RPM 5. In pocket change of all places. Was going through the pile on my dresser and lo and behold, there it was. I was reading posts that a lot of banks are starting to sell boxes again. My neighbor said that hers is not. So I don't know how true it is. Crispy, welcome. Beautiful day here today. It's sunny and 75 right now. We're supposed to get winter coming back. That's no good. We have had the worst winter for a Florida winter. I know it's nothing compared to what a lot of you folks are getting, but it's tough when you got no heat to speak of in your house. A little die crack on the back of the head. Some gunk rolling machine or counting machine grease. Chase is not yet. And I have noticed that the reckless buying of boxes has kind of slowed up a little bit. $5 now. All right. Cool. That's a great thing. I don't mind that a bit. And welcome, Skipper. If they want the pennies back, they'll let you look at them, but they want them back, that's fine. Robert Bruce. Man, I've lost almost all my plants in tropical trees. Palm trees made it. I mean, we haven't went under freezing yet, but we did get the biggest frost I've ever seen, and we did get snowflakes one day, which was supposedly the first time since 1989 that we got snow. But I know they had a real cold spot in 2010. Oh, frostbite. Hey. Yeah, I'm surprised that fortunately I've got a lot of plumeras and they made it because they were dormant already. If they weren't dormant, I think they would have bit the dust. But like my ground orchids, bananas, acacia palms, birds of paradise, they all died. And some of them look like they really died. Carl, welcome. Good you could make it. Richard Sappington, good morning. Hope you have a great day at work. All right, Carl. Good to see you. It's nice to always be able to drop in and say hi. Doing a 60D roll after this one. Then we're doing the 56D Friday afternoon. And then the 61D Monday. And then I'll be selling 6 more rolls at least. I might sell more than 6. I've been trying to catch up in the office. And instead of taking 2 weeks off, because it seems like I never get it what I want to get done, I've just been doing a couple less reveals, 1 less reveal a week than I normally do. And I've been getting the same amount of work done. So I think that's working out better for me. Chuck says he will be doing some reveals soon. And I do believe that the Copper Coin server transfer is complete. I'm not totally sure, but I'm pretty sure. Today is Fat Tuesday. I don't know what Baton Rouge does, but my friend in Lake Charles or Lake Arthur, it's Lake Arthur, I think, they said that whole city is shut down. They're partying in the streets. Yeah, happy Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras, Gasparilla, whatever. There's all sorts of them down here. They banished the Pirate Gas Bar. And they have a celebration. Coincides with Carnival and Mardi Gras, which I hear means Fat Tuesday in French, but I don't speak French, so. But I read that somewhere. Seeing the same die pairs over and over again, which is a good thing. This one's a nice coin here. I'm concentrating on that first T because the 2 double die obverses that I know of are both double. This has got counting machine rubber on it. Are both doubled on the first T of trust. Next coin for Alex. Here's our later die state coin. Nice die crack on the head. Boy, that rubber wheel, these things must have sat under that rubber wheel, because they have that stuff all over them. Yeah, they're throwing a big party in Tampa. Well, like I say, they banished the pirate Gaspar, and then he re-invades when, I believe it's a slightly different day, but when the Greek Orthodox Church celebrates Epiphany is when the pirate Gaspar tries to invade and take the key to the city of Tampa. And then they celebrate Gasparilla for a few weeks there, which is pretty cool. They're having parades today. I know that Lake Arthur was having parades today. It is a blast. I never realized that it coincided with Mardi Gras until today. It's the first time I'd ever heard of such a thing. A lot of these coins are pretty nice, Dan. A lot of them have counting machine grease or the counting machine rubber wheel, where they sit under the rubber wheel for a few before they get spit out. But like this die pair, this is kind of nice. This has got a couple little sulfur spots on it, but they're pretty good in general. They were in a Megrig tube, which usually they're pretty nice. Yeah, that one's over with. This is just the last day. It's not like a real big thing, but they have a little parade, and the mayor will publicly banish the pirate Gaspar today, and then he'll return the day of Epiphany next year. Coin 21, Sissy. We thought we were all done with winter, and it turns out we're going to get blasted again with almost freezing temperatures. It keeps getting worse of course, like everything else, I'm sure it's being sensationalized. Seems like anything that makes the news nowadays gets sensationalized. Guess it sells more views, so. Bad when even real news sources, or what used to be real news sources, are using clickbait now. That's what they say, but there's no actual evidence that he was actually a real pirate, Eric. There's no historical pirate Gaspar. Some people think that he's Captain Cook or something like that. I'm not sure. I've looked into it a couple of times. Don't recognize that die yet. But it's interesting stuff. And welcome. I didn't see you to start talking. Didn't see you pop in. That could be an RPM that you sent me in a message last night. I'd have to see a better picture of it. Going to talk to Brad K. Who is Brad K? Are you talking from CoinOp? If you are, not me. I don't know him. I know of him, but that's about it. That would definitely help. A lot of those, like in 82 and 83, a lot of them, but they're usually the whole back of the mint mark, are a type of machine doubling. But that didn't look like it was, being that it was kind of tilted. And the one you showed me to compare it to was tilted, but it was tilted on the top instead of the bottom. Yeah, I don't know him, Robert. I won't be talking to him. Say I know of him, and I've seen a couple of coin ops shows, but that's about it. That's all I know of him. Coin 27, Taco John. See, there's two dies that are scratched like that. That one has a die crack in the head, one does not. Coin 28, Crispy. Got a 60D roll coming up right after this. We'll need 5 minutes or so to get changed over. Probably not even 5 minutes. It's usually just 2. Fill my glass of water up. 58p, it's not unusual to not find anything. As a matter of fact, it's very usual. Like I said, I only was able to find 2 minor double die obverses listed, one on copper coins. Then, of course, there's the big one, but we know that that is a very, there might be 3 examples, 2 examples. I think that it's like the 82D. They're listed as 3, but one of them could have been regraded. But I'm not totally sure. I was fortunate enough to see a 58 double die in person at one of the fun shows. It was going at a heritage auction there, and they had a beautiful example of it. There's some of the counting wheel stuff. Seen this with the die crack in the hair. Coin 32 for Jim. Well, 60D rolls should be friendlier to us. We've got a good chance at finding stuff in that. Yeah, yep. He was there. It was Stuart. I don't remember his fella's last name. I usually remember it. I can't right now. Stuart, somebody's collection. But at one time, he owned both of the 58D double dies. Matter of fact, they both might have went up for sale there. All right, Richard. Hope you have a great day yourself. Don't work too hard. Block. I'm not sure what you mean, block. Oh, on the auction block. There was a heritage auction every year at the Winter Fun Show. There's a heritage auction that is held there. And it's usually one of the bigger heritage auctions of the year. Blaylock, Stuart Blaylock, that was the fella. And there was a lot of beautiful coins. He had a lot of incredible stuff. Basically every onesie that there was there being auctioned because he owned it. But it was really neat to actually, they had it in a cabinet in the show to get to actually see it. He had a incredible collection. He had passed away, I think, 3 or 4 years ago, and they auctioned it off through Heritage. But yes, probably the best die variety collection of rare stuff. He had, like I said, almost all the one count, 2 count varieties and errors. Little die chip, die crack. Wow, that's really cracked. I don't remember the last one that had that crack having the little chips in it. Kind of cool. Yeah, I guess it was Fat Fingers. I see the DNS I don't even pay attention to where keys are anymore. I just know my fingers are like bananas and they hit the wrong keys all the time. Got my pool filter back to functioning. What a pain in the rear that turned out to be. Of course, Black & Decker didn't want to just give me a new pump. So they sent a part and then they sent another part. And I kept saying, I think the motor's sealed, it won't burn, they don't burn up. And then they sent me the one part and it gave a code, and the code was the motor was seized up. And then they sent me a whole pump. So finally got that put in. Then of course I was sucking air, so I had to find out where the air leak was. I had to basically reseal everything and all the pipes where they meet up with all the components. And of course it's always, well, it was basically the second to last thing. Ooh, that one's got a chunk on it that I looked at. All right, getting close to the end. We'll be doing a 60D roll. That could be something good in them. Die crack right there on the lapel. And then Friday I'll be doing a 56D roll. Kind of looking forward to that. A bank wrap Fed Reserve of Chicago roll. Yeah, there's one with the little die chips and big die crack. Yeah, I was going to go out and start trimming dead foliage off, and I'm watching the news this morning. They're saying, well, you probably should wait till after this so the plant doesn't try to go into shock or anything. So I got to wait till another 10 days or so now. Study up on eyelids. There's a lot of eyelids. There is a ton of eyelids that aren't listed. So many that it's scary. I see them all the time. Just remember, when you see an eyelid, here we'll go into this. You see it will usually be the upper eyelid here, but it can be the lower eyelid going this way, or it can actually be an eyelid up here too. That's what they said. You know, they were saying wait till the end of the month to trim, and then now they're saying wait a little while longer, leave the brush, the foliage again. And like I say, most everything, my bananas have started growing again. There's like 3 or 4 of them that have a green stem sticking out of them. And I see little buds on the plumeras again, so they're not dead. But man, my birds of paradise, they look off. They're not dead, but they look awful. The front of my house just looks awful. Everything's brown and wilted. My regular palm trees look good, and a lot of my neighbors, some of their palm trees are dead. $60p double eyelid. There, you know, I think Chuck just found a new one too. I'm not sure. But there aren't a lot. I think there's only 1 or 2. So I'm sure there are a lot. I know we find a lot for 59 and 54 Denvers. Probably on the Philadelphia's too, but nobody looks for them. And that is it. Yeah, pruning will encourage growth. That's what they said, and that's why they told us to wait, is you don't want to encourage growth. There you go. All right. Yeah, I think Chuck found one that is unlisted still because we haven't been updating it until the transformation starts, but I think that's going to start again soon, so. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining. It's always a pleasure to hang with you guys. And I will be back in about 5 minutes. Probably less. Probably 2 minutes. So I'll hope to see you at the 60D roll. We'll talk to y'all later.